All right, welcome to another episode of the Breaking... Fuck, not Breaking Wind.
Yeah,
let me do this again. I'm a bit
no, you don't have
tipsy.
to do that. You don't have to do that because that's a nice way of promoting our other little Patreon thingy. So what?
Should we just keep this like
No,
failed opening in?
you don't have to because that's DJ Jizzy Jazz's way of
Yeah.
Promoting Breaking Wind, which
Yeah,
you can
sorry.
you
We
can
just-
get you can get for $2 on Patreon.
Yeah, sometimes I get confused because we just finished our Breaking Wind episode and it was a fire episode.
Yeah, it's
So
our preparatory thing. So
yeah.
while doing Breaking Wind, we get prepped up for this or for the main one.
Exactly, but Breaking Wind is not on... it's only exclusive on Patreon.
Only
Patreon.
exclusive.
Yeah.
We want
Patreon.com/Lotolobang.
to give
Yes.
the Patreon members something to look forward to, something to have to call their own.
And it's only $2 a month.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, for all you fucking horny bastards out there, you're paying what, $15 to $25 a month for your OnlyFans
Yeah.
creators to send you nude pics.
And that's
Yeah.
being conservative.
That's big.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not including the paywall behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
And-
those tips.
And those tips as well, you can go up way more, right?
Yeah.
There's some people who charge like $20 for a photo even.
Correct. And
but,
unlike our
but,
name,
but we, on the other hand,
We
the
just
honest content creators in Singapore
Yeah.
and internationally.
yes,
Purely quality.
Yeah, and we only charge $2 a month.
$2. So that's why, unlike our name, we do not put lobangs in your wallet.
No.
No,
No,
lobangs in your
yeah.
wallet. No lobangs in your hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only spread our lobangs
Hold
for
on.
you.
No lobangs in your pocket. Not hole. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lobang is a hole.
Yeah.
We spread our lobangs for content.
Spread our lobangs for content.
Yeah.
Yes. We are the lobang for content.
Exactly.
It's where all the where all of it dives into.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put your fist in
Yeah.
and you can pull out.
Yeah. And today's
Content.
episode is going to be a very important episode, especially
It's going
for
to change
our-
the world.
yeah, for our current climate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about very important things that the media is not really covering. Or we're trying to give you a different angle on things.
Yeah, angle,
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah, the lobang
The
angle.
money shot.
The lobang angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right from where it matters.
The
least.
bottom down looking upwards, at the money shot.
Correct.
Yeah.
The riskiest place to be.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where you can get shot.
Exactly. It's where some
You could get
drippage.
shot or you could get showered on.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there are some
It won't be a
spill
golden
over lah.
shower, it'll be a fucking
Yeah.
brown shower.
Yes.
Browny
Yeah.
shower.
and it's where all
Some
the
spillage might happen.
correct. It's where
Right.
all the smells are.
Exactly.
It's where all the
If the guy isn't a pro,
Mm.
if he miss, it might hit you.
you
Yeah.
might miss
So
or it's unwashed.
Yeah, but that's the risk that we are willing to take.
Correct.
Yeah. We put ourselves on the
Dive-
front line.
Dive
Living
through
life on the edge.
Yeah,
Yes.
we put ourselves on the front line to bring you the best news.
the prickly
Yes.
hairs and whatnot. Everything that's down there tangled. And all
Yeah.
the
Some news might be well researched,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
might not be researched at all.
At all.
But
yeah.
that's what you're getting.
yes.
But all you're getting is truth. 100%
yeah.
truth and 100% entertainment.
in lieu of what we cannot find, we try to fill it out with plausible
And
ideas.
if any
True.
new information comes out, we will update it.
Correct.
Yeah.
We will stand corrected,
We will. Yeah.
or we will come back here and say that we were right.
Exactly.
Mm.
Most of the time we are right. lah.
Most of the time, we
Yes.
have,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to praise ourselves, but
Right.
we have
In a
been
way,
right.
you're saying we're
Yeah.
not ashamed to gloat.
Yes.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Yeah. And what better story to start the episode off with a true American hero?
Carl Rittenhouse.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
If he was lucky, he was born like in the 21st century or
Yeah.
20th century.
Mm,
If it's 17, right?
21st.
21st century. Yeah, he's born in 21st century. He was
Yeah.
born in the 17th century or 18th century. He would be even a greater hero.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. One person he might have pushed back the whole British army back into the Pacific Ocean. George Washington might not have existed because he would be at the front lines.
Yeah, it'd be George Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he would be. Carl Rittenhouse would be. His face would be on the fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rittenhouse is like, what the heck?
yeah,
You know how they always say like your surname is always based on your past occupation, like shoemaker, shoemaker,
yeah.
and Carrie Toast is a
Yeah.
baker. Oh yeah, baker is a baker.
It's not going to be Mount Rushmore. It's going to be Mount Rittenhouse.
Yes. What
Yeah.
what the hell could a Rittenhouse be? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's like he writes
Well,
up
might have
houses,
been derived from other languages.
yeah,
Yeah,
like Rittenhouse, protector of homes.
Could be.
Could be. Could be.
Protector of ownerships.
Could be.
Protector of car dealerships.
Yeah.
Or any dealerships whatsoever. He used to protect fishing villages. He used to protect your boat. He protect anything. With
Moms
whatever
and dads in 21st century will bring the kids and say, hey, look at this great man here.
Yeah.
His name is Carl. And he protected the land of America.
Correct.
From the evil British.
He is Carl of House Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
So good you have to name like the front and the back are the same. It's just written right in the middle.
Yeah, but sadly, fate will not have it, and he was born in the 21st century,
Correct.
and now all he protected is a company, a car dealership or something, right?
No, his virginity, I think. It's like he had to because he thought those guys were gonna rape him. It's like, oh shit, no.
And instead of using a musket, he had an AR-15.
Yeah. Lots of
so
bullets.
I mean, yeah, if you live in a different universe, we might have a different history.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe lah. This one was him against BLM protesters.
Yes.
So they had to make it very important that they put the BLM in front.
Right.
Because if you just said regular protesters, people will be says what those people are.
Why are you protesting?
Why is the thing you're protesting?
Are you
about?
against cars?
Correct.
Do you not like private businesses?
Correct. It's like,
They'll be like, no. We stand against police brutality.
yeah.
But most of the protesters are white. How does
most
that
of the
make
ones,
sense?
most of the ones he shot were white lah.
Right.
All of them were white.
All of them were
Yeah.
white. All of them were
So
white.
maybe the only exception might be the Rosenbaum.
Who?
Wait, wasn't he white?
But Rosenbaum, Jewish name.
Oh, right.
So
okay,
technically, they don't fall under the category of white
of Caucasian.
of Caucasian,
Right.
because as a Jewish person, you're meant to be a Semitic person, right? So
Right.
Untouchable.
Semite usually is not white.
Yeah. They're usually bankers, financiers,
lawyers,
media, moguls.
and usually they
Yeah.
have horns.
Horns or horny? What? Oh, horns.
Yeah.
Cue the Borat song, "Throw the Jew Down the Well."
Wait, what song is that?
You've never
Throw
heard
the
that song?
Jew
In
down the well.
so
Bo-
my country can be free.
Yeah.
So my country can be
He
free.
sang
Oh,
that in his
wait.
social-
Is that in the first Borat or second Borat?
Can't remember.
I think it was in the first, either in the first Borat or it was a segment during the Ali G show. But I think it was the first Borat. It was a deleted scene.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I got to rewatch Borat again, man. It's fucking good, dude. The guy's hilarious.
Yeah, the song was hilarious. Like he was singing
Yeah.
in like a hick town in the deep south, right? He'll go to like some open mic shit and then he'll sing the song. And the lyrics are fucking insane.
Holy shit! But he got into some legal issues, right, with Borat. From what I heard, lah.
Yeah.
People sued him because like, you told me this is a documentary, but it's not. They thought it was a documentary.
No, and another thing is that he posed as like a genuine, like a person who was genuinely looking for your services.
Right.
And the problem is the Jew.
Hey, let's not play that. Yeah. We might make guy get into trouble.
It's on YouTube. It's
It's on YouTube.
Just
in
find
my
it.
country, there's problem.
Go
And the
search on
problem
And the
is
YouTube.
problem is the
transport.
Jew.
No, it's transport.
Oh, the transport. The last one is Jew, right?
Then
Yeah.
later on. So
Right.
that's why I wanted to play
The
that
pièce
part.
de résistance.
Because
That's
it
it,
was,
the
it was
fine-
that part. But what Rittenhouse did was he went down. I think someone called, and I don't know if someone called because in the courtroom, people there denied that they called for his help. So he
Right.
went down to try and keep the peace, according to him lah.
He went down to protect a private business.
Yes, or just to respond to protecting
And-
private businesses lah.
And there were a few what you call it untruths being sprouted from his case. Is that he crossed state lines with a AR-15,
With a weapon, yeah.
but that was
But
apparently
actually,
not true.
he bought it in the state itself.
He was
That's
he
why
got
they
it
were
from the state.
charging another 19-year-old for selling him the gun.
Right.
So the
right.
thing is that he went down there. He was carrying a med kit. He was wearing gloves, and he was armed with an AR-15.
AR-15, yeah.
And he said his purpose was to go there and provide aid and also protect the dealership,
The car dealership,
from the protesters, because it's been recorded that protesters can get, not say violent, but they can resort to like looting or vandalizing.
Which It's factual
Yes,
because it happened.
Because it
Yeah.
happened.
In,
So,
in Phoenix,
so-
in,
yeah. So
In
the
fucking California.
in California,
in New York City.
Yeah.
so the
New York City.
Fucking hell.
So the response was this to the looting and all that, which I have to admit I disagree with. I mean, you can protest. There's nothing wrong with protesting it. But when you resort to looting and basically criminal acts in this kind of case,
Yeah.
and you use it to justify, oh no, they will not listen to us unless we do this, like you stop making sense there.
Yeah.
Right? They use the justification for emotion.
Yeah, I need to rob the Gucci store so that the government will listen
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Our-
Why are you running away with a 60-inch flat TV?
Yeah.
Oh, because police brutality.
Yeah. You know a better way
I
to
need Donald Trump needs to know.
Yeah, you know a better way to protest it is
What?
just stop buying things from them.
Maybe.
You stop
Yeah,
patronizing it. You don't loot it.
Yeah.
Because you see, when you loot, right, you stand to gain something from it, and
True,
your entire this is for a cause. No, this is for you.
Yeah.
This is for you to gain something from it, and you're just using the cause to do it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then now you've also given the people on whatever side to resort to their own little, vigilanteism to protect the thing you're using, because over there you have the right to bear arms.
Right. This is Wisconsin, right?
Yes,
So
but,
I think the state has a
but there's an age limit. So
18 to conceal carry, right?
correct.
Was
So
it?
Rittenhouse was actually underage at that thing, and if
He
the
was 17. Yeah.
yeah, if the prosecution had chosen to just prosecute him on that, he would have been convicted and maybe served 1-2 years. But they chose not to because they wanted to get him for
They want to prosecute him on murder of the two out of three guys
2 or 3.
that
All-
assaulted him.
Yes. So I mean, this whole debacle went on, and I was telling you guys at the beginning, if I was just to follow one side of the media, the one-sided reports like just one side.
Which you should never do.
Yes.
You should
no,
always look at
for-
both angles.
So I
Not just both angles, but
All
all
angles.
yeah, I
All
I
angles,
already
yeah.
told you how much I swapped between stories. Like when I read one story, it's like, oh shit, he's a scumbag. Then I read another one, and say, ew, but now that doesn't sound like he's
He's a
doing it.
scumbag. Yeah.
And then later on, I was like, oh no, this guy is biased. But later on, I was like, no, he's not. So it just seems now,
Yeah.
whichever side of the story you read, right, you're on that side.
Right. Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
You know that case, the incident that happened a couple of years ago where this group of like high schoolers,
Yes.
when one of the kid was wearing a mega hat, and then there was this group of like Native Americans who were banging drums in front of him, and then he was the video showed that he was like smiling, and then the media just like tore him to shreds, saying like, oh, look at this like
Yes.
white nationalist
You know, he
who's
got
like mocking like Native Americans.
he got paid.
Oh, he deserved.
Yeah,
he
got
deserved
paid.
every
How much?
single cent.
25 how much?
Yeah, quite a.
He got paid from who?
They sued.
Lawsuit.
Oh yeah. So so what it came out, the other side basically released like
the
video,
full. Yeah.
the full video showing that they were just carrying on their way. They were just standing there like
Yeah.
they weren't causing any harm.
Correct.
And then
And
this
he
group of like Native American protesters came up and then started banging drums and screaming
in
their
front
face.
of their face. Yeah.
And these were high schoolers, dude. The guy was like 16 or 17 years old, right? And so like he was like, what the fuck? And then
And
he
the
was,
kids did nothing wrong.
yeah. They
No,
didn't
later-
argue. They
later
didn't
on.
fight. They
Later
didn't.
on, it was proven that he didn't. But
Yeah.
during the tension at that point in time, it's like, wow.
No,
mega
when the
hands,
full clip came out.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
it was
When the
shown.
full clip came out, it proved that they did nothing wrong.
And that's why he got paid.
Yeah,
And now they're saying that
So-
maybe Rittenhouse can have the same thing done for him also.
Oh yeah.
Because
maybe. Yeah.
his name was quite. He
His
was
name was
smeared.
and how the left media, especially the left media, like tarnish the teenagers.
Mm.
They were calling for their names to be published in on record. Their schools for the
Dox them. Yeah.
completely dox them.
It's the dangerous part of.
And these are underage kids, no. These are not even adults.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a dangerous part where some group feels they are in the right, like the righteousness overrides your actions.
Yeah.
So you feel you're so much in the right that you
Mm.
can do wrong
Yes.
in order to push your agenda or your cause further. Like it stops being wrong to murder as long as you did it in the name of
Something righteous
Something
in your
righteous.
mind.
But okay,
Right.
this is an extreme version. I'm not saying it's what's happening. I'm just saying that this could be the cause. That you go, that you see it for the cause so much, you're blinded to it so much that you refuse to believe or you refuse to see any sides of it.
Mm.
You all saw that when I told you how I went through this whole case was for me. I see one side and I'm like, oh, he's bad. Then you hear the other form, like I'll use the judge. Like when I first saw the videos of the judge, I was like, hey, how come there's such a biased judge in the case? You know, how come he's saying stuff for the defense and he's pointing out, don't use the word victims and all that. Then later on, I think I don't know where I saw it lah, but I think somebody pointed it out and he said, like, you know, when the judge said don't use the word victim, there's a logic behind it.
Yeah.
Because at that point of time, these people, they were not under somewhat investigation, but they have not been clarified to be innocent in this case. So when you put that into that form, right? Yeah. So I think you got different. When you put that into that form, you have to. It opens the ground up. Like, was he being biased, or we were just pointing out a lack? You know, the defense didn't uphold that point, or he also didn't want that word to have too much of a bearing. Yeah. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it well enough. But that's the thing. When I saw the video, I thought the judge was being biased. But from maybe a law point of view of someone who actually bothered to go further in, he'll figure that snippet is not the entire case.
Yeah.
It was not the entire case. It was at that point of time the judge had to point out, because Devon pointed out to me that how law is carried out over there is different from country to country.
Yes.
And over there, the judge is allowed to step in to have a voice, to ensure that in his point of view, if he sees that it's unfair or it's not being carried out properly, he can step in.
And even different state as well, they have different regulations on like gun control and the age to
and in that state, was I think it was probably illegal to carry a gun if he's below 18.
Right.
So that's why I think a lot of people said that if the prosecutors wanted to, they could have held him for the underage. But because it was because he killed some people, and it was because those people were for the BLM, maybe because of the context of the BLM protesting, and because it garnered so much attention, they had to, or they wanted to try for it. And that's the other thing. I mean, I don't know whether we want to bring it in now. I'm not sure if you all want to. Do you all have anything else to add for the Rittenhouse?
Wait, is it true that it is confirmed, right, that Rosenbaum? Rosenbaum, he was a convicted sex felon, right?
I think he had a
pending
case.
It was all pending. So
pending case. Okay.
So that one is also. I agree with anyone that says that you cannot say he's a sex offender because he was pending.
Right.
So he hasn't been found guilty of it. It was all pending.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Because
but he was under investigation.
I read some reports that saying that that's false. He's like
no, he was under investigation, so it's not proven.
But he has a criminal history lah.
I see, but not sexual offense lah.
Yeah.
It was being investigated, but it's not been proven.
Okay.
So there are people that I was on that side. I was saying like, hey, you can't just bring up the names of this one. Their background doesn't matter if they were shot like for no reason, no rhyme, no reason lah. Then again, these people attacked him, and there were videos showing that. You see, if whatever.
You see, I don't know what the U.S. criminal code is like or whatever state legislation they have, but if there is some kind of provision for the lawyers to use, saying that it makes sense if we put 2 and 2 together, right? So if this person has a history of violence or criminalities in this person's past or recent past, and this person was present at this protest, and he was actually attacking the defendant, so it would not be a stretch of the imagination to say that this person.
There's a causality there lah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's one thing. So I gave a very left kind of reasoning, say you shouldn't bring up the background of it. And it's true, when they brought out the background, I was inclined to say, oh shit, this guy's a criminal, might be. When someone says that you shouldn't bring it up, I was like, well, that's, I mean, for me, I can feel that. I was like, yeah, they were shot by him lah, but you have to prove that they were shot, blatantly, like, or not blatant or carelessly, or without, just he went inside and he maybe got scared and he started shooting
Yeah,
into the crowd.
it's not like he opened fire on the crowd. lah.
Yes. So if
That's not what
if he shot-
he
It
did.
was not like the
Yeah.
Vegas concert lah.
So in this case, so in this case, if
Where
I
the fella just
Yeah,
Yeah.
started
shot- no-
shooting from the
Can you, wet wipes.
oh nappy whites,
Yeah, nappy whites.
sanitization. No,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Spillage.
It was not that case where he was at the BLM protesters. They were getting a bit rowdy, and then he just started
Yeah.
firing into the crowd.
He was not on top of the dealership.
Yeah, just
Becoming a sniper lah.
like telling them, stay away from the dealership. You're over the line, and you shot at them, and then they died. Now, if you brought up their criminal past in that case, right, it has no grounds.
Yes.
Correct. So what if he stole from what not? No, sorry, no. So what if he assaulted? So what lah? Basically, so what if his background was shady?
Yeah.
This guy shot him for no reason. That case
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to bring up. But in this case, he was being attacked lah. Now,
I think the most damning evidence was the video footage. I think it was the CCTV
Yeah, yeah.
footage, if I'm not
News-
wrong,
the
of him
news.
running away from Rosenbaum, if I'm not right.
yes.
If I'm not wrong.
No, I don't know.
Or is it- or is
the,
it
the first
another-
guy? The first guy.
Another assailant who was chasing him, and then he was running away.
The guy with the bag. But
Yeah,
I think it's the first victim. Not
Right.
the victim, sorry. The first guy.
yeah,
The first, the
Deceased.
the first deceased.
yeah. And then there was, he turned around and warned the guy, said, "Hey, do not stop,
Yeah,
stop."
And then there was a
stop
warning
attacking
shot,
me."
but
Yeah.
not from him.
Right.
So the warning shot wasn't from Rittenhouse. The warning shot, I think they confirmed, was from another protester with a gun
Firing a gun into the air.
in the air.
Yeah,
So the defense case was that shot
yeah.
set him into
Defensive mode, lah, basically.
into what?
Survival mode.
into survival mode.
Yeah.
But that one, I mean, aside of it, you showed that one whole group was attacking this one guy who's armed lah. They could have left him be.
Yeah, and all three of them, the assailants who were attacking Carl,
They
were
reached
were
for
all,
his-
were all adults.
Yeah, and they reached for his. I mean, most of them tried to
Try to grab his gun from
grab
him,
his
lah.
gun.
So I mean, the guy, to be fair, was fearful of his life, and apparently, according to video footage and eyewitnesses, he did warn them to say, "Hey, stop what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm just here to."
Yeah.
Not in these words, but I say, "Hey, stop like assaulting me," basically.
Yeah, just stay away lah.
Yeah,
But
stay away.
For me, I think I don't know if you have anything to add to his.
No, Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero. He's
No,
a hero.
that's where that's okay. I'm glad you said that because for me, I
In-
the only thing I
The
found
land of the free and home of the brave.
I found an issue with the way he's being treated after the case. He's been acquitted. Let him go. It's
Yeah.
over. He is.
In the words of Mark Norman, he's the white OJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a white. Yeah, yes. so let him go and do not make more of a media, like a media scapegoat for this guy. I don't know. Scapegoat might not be the right word, but just don't make him a star.
In the words of Tim Dillon, when you see your family during Thanksgiving, say, "Hey, you don't need a written house, you need a written home."
Yeah.
Yeah, don't turn him into a hero or folk hero. He's not deserving. He's not really. He's someone who was there at the wrong place, wrong place, wrong time. Just
But you know what he deserves?
What?
Compensation.
True.
Which he might get
Or
like
being dragged through
Yeah.
the mud.
like the other which I think he has a case there actually.
He definitely has. Fucking MSNBC
Yeah.
sent a reporter out, and the reporting team was trying to actually photograph the jurors.
Wow.
They were trying to pressure the jurors
Holy shit. Into what? Like
into giving a guilty verdict, lah.
is
So,
it that, that's illegal as fuck though?
Exactly. So the court banned MSNBC from coming in.
Wow. Dude, this is criminal. You should
Exactly.
prosecute the fucking
Exactly.
whoever gave that fucking order though. So you can see there's a very great divide when it comes to politics in America, media in America. There is someone or something or some entity pushing the divide
Yeah.
in America. You know, like this doesn't come from the grassroots level. This is
Yeah.
a top-down
I mean,
level to like separate the masses.
once
Right.
again, this word coincidence happens to pop up a lot.
Yeah,
in
they are afraid of a united group
American,
of people.
yeah.
A united community. That's
the
something that
American
they're afraid of.
community, if they're united, right, they'll start seeing things that might be wrong in their own government, and that's not something they can have. Because
Yeah, but you see the whole concept of united people and all, right? It is too far fetched.
now lah,
People forever. people have always differed with each other because everyone has their own agenda.
No, yeah, true.
They have their own purpose.
But what they're doing is to amplify those,
Of course,
whatever
definitely,
minor
definitely.
agendas,
Yeah.
and then make it political,
Yo,
so
because-
that the peasants fight among themselves,
Yeah.
and then they don't
So they cannot
challenge the
concentrate
authority.
Yeah.
on what may
You know,
be
so-
the greater problem at hand.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was coincidence. Now, if you want to move on, the same exact thing that's happening right now in this hugely broadcast media galore thing about the Rittenhouse trial, right? The same thing that happened, or the same thing was beginning, is our very own not our very own. So I mean, the Ghislaine Maxwell.
Not our own.
Not our. Sorry, I have to
free
Yeah.
Ghislaine.
I
Yeah.
have no. I have no island.
Free Ghislaine movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing that's happening now.
Our Lord and Savior, Professor Timothy J. Dillon.
Yeah. Free Ghislaine.
Free Ghislaine.
But isn't it weird that at this point in time, coincidentally, it's happening at the same time, and Ghislaine's
Yeah.
courthouse thing
I
is
mean-
behind closed doors.
She is a white British woman. She is an immigrant to America,
She's Jewish.
and she's Jewish. Her family are victims from the Nazi Reich. You know, from the Third Reich. From the Third Reich.
Are they victims?
And you know, she's been
Ghislaine
lured.
Maxwell was allegedly drowned.
Yeah, she's been lured in by Jeffrey Epstein. She's a victim. Yeah, free her from jail. Free her from prison.
She's not actually in jail. I don't think
Yeah.
so. She's just being held.
We don't know.
She wanted to be a lumberjack in New Hampshire. She wanted to
Yeah,
start
but-
afresh.
But why is her court hearing?
Yeah, wait, hang on. All this is paraphrased from Tim Dillon latest episode. Yeah, so
278.
278. Yeah,
Yeah.
go check it out if you
So
guys
you
are
can't be
listening.
held responsible for anything you
Yeah.
just said.
Amazing, and one of the best episodes that he ever.
Yeah.
He never seems to rest on his laurels.
Yeah.
Every episode is just pushing the
What
fucking,
boundaries?
envelope and pushing the
He
boundaries.
might not have any laurels.
He might not. Yeah.
Maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah. Laurels can't fit him.
Maybe.
Yeah, he just needs cash.
Yes, cash. Something we need as well. Huh?
Something we need.
One of the highest earning podcasts on Patreon.
The highest earning podcast.
You know-
on
The-
Patreon. Yeah.
They
You
have
know-
taken over.
You know the fact that we
Long-
Flagrant.
Long.
And,
They long surpassed Flagrant too.
but Führer Schultz has Brilliant Idiots as well. So he has two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Flagrant 2 is long surpassed Flagrant 2.
Yeah.
hold on.
The quality went down now. Flagrant.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. So Tim Dillon is the highest,
Comedy podcast on Patreon. Yeah.
I think
and we are currently unranked. So like one of the, let's just say one of the lowest.
Hey, but you know what they say, right? Always bet on the dark horse.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because the odds are higher.
right? We're covering both extreme ends.
Yeah.
We're praising Tim Dillon and we're right down here. All he has
Yeah,
to
you
do is
never
just
know.
praise
You never
us.
know. You just need one breakout moment and
Yeah.
that's it. We are there.
No, but you know, quality rises. The cream always rises to the top. Right? So it's always sunny in Philadelphia. The three creators just started a podcast.
Oh, shit.
Number one podcast in the world.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Fucking
They
hell.
overtook fucking
Rogan,
Joe
yeah.
Rogan, right? Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I actually want to listen. I should listen to that one as well.
It's chaos. It's fucking chaos.
Oh, you checked it out?
Yeah. Last
Yeah.
week on
Hold
my way home, I was listening and it was utter chaos, but it was fantastic.
Is it just the three of them like talking
Just
shit?
the three of them talking shit.
Hey, isn't that what we're
Wow.
doing?
Oh no, but they use the theme of each episode, so they're starting from season 1.
Oh,
Right.
So the gang gets racist and then underage drinking and all this kind of shit.
that's actually freaking.
So it's a bit
Yeah.
of nostalgia in there as they like
There's
reminisce.
nostalgia, and
yeah.
then they talk about some parts of the episode. Then they talk about, hey, don't you have like incidents from like high school? Like when did you get blasted the first time and all this kind of shit, lah.
I see.
Then
Wow, I
they
need
start
to check it out.
sharing. Yeah,
How long is one episode though? 30 minutes?
30 minutes,
40
yeah,
minutes? Okay.
Yeah,
Nice. I need
that's
to
a,
check it out.
that's a sweet spot.
yeah.
yeah. It's actually like quite short.
Yeah.
I-
30, 45 minutes.
But
is what
they're
we're
only
trying
on Spotify, right? They're not on YouTube or anything.
They're not on YouTube, but they're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Soon.
Google.
Yeah, I need to watch them though.
Soon,
I
soon.
wouldn't mind watching them.
I
on
don't
YouTube.
think it's on video.
Yeah, but soon.
Yeah.
I mean, once they get everything up and running, probably
Hey, on your birthday actually, the new season is coming up.
yeah.
Yeah.
They did it just for me.
Right. When's your birthday again?
I don't know. It's somewhere
Undisclosed.
somewhere in December. I can choose any day actually.
Okay.
I was born
But
yesterday.
the viewers can just go and check out when It's Always Sunny is going to come out, and then they're like,
But I mean, it's like we aspire to be someone like Tim Dillon.
timidity. But
yeah. We aspire to be someone like that.
then
with
we
a-
have to be gay and fat.
with,
Gay, fat, and a mom who's schizophrenic
You can always
And
pretend.
we have to do coke
You can
Yeah.
always pretend.
at 15.
and,
We'll pass
and
that lah.
sell subprime mortgages.
I mean, we can always pretend. I already got one of that down already, the fat part. But it's like you can always pretend the other.
He said that he said it on Joey Diaz's podcast, The Church of What's Happening Now,
Yeah.
which is now gone, dissolved.
Oh,
He said that his true calling, is to do Percocet and sell subprime mortgages in the greater tri-state area and have serious lunches at strip malls. Serious lunches.
okay. Wait.
Fuck.
Explain that to me. What the hell is a strip mall?
Like
It's-
those malls.
Only
in-
strippers?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
it's got nothing to do with stripping.
No.
It's like the Las Vegas Strip
No.
kind of strip.
No,
mall.
it's
What's a strip mall?
like shopping mall lah.
but why is
But
it?
it's those like shopping malls with like loads of like integrated businesses and everything together.
Also, it's like a long.
Yeah, it's like on the outskirts of not in the city center, but the
Mm.
outskirts of the city center where you have this like, when they're trying to
barren strip.
yeah,
of
and then
land.
they're trying to connect
Ah.
the city center to the suburbs or to the outer
yeah,
city
like
center.
out of nowhere suddenly there'll be like petrol kiosks.
Okay.
Then there'll be like fast food outlets.
yeah, like
and then
right
there'll
off the
be-
highway,
yeah.
kind of
Then
shit.
there'll be like a clinic.
Yeah.
There'll be a couple of offices there, like you
And,
can
and-
post
Usually,
office.
usually in between two major cities, then
Yes.
when there's like a highway,
I mean,
and then they
for,
try
I mean,
to.
for me, it was
Yeah.
it's like between one strip club and the next strip club. In between is a strip mall.
That's just called a strip mall.
Yeah, this is
No, that's
By
called
name
a
of
strip club. Sorry,
Yeah.
not a strip mall. Yeah, a strip club.
like
Yeah,
in
landing
between
strip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
landing strip, or a mid strip,
Well,
mid strip mall.
my usually
MSN.
my preferred stripper is when I have to land my plane between Mount Everest and Mount Fuji.
Mount Everest and Mount Fuji.
You know, we have to land between that
Oh.
very narrow strip between Mount Everest and Mount Fuji.
between the two peaks.
Yeah, and usually it's my nose doing the landing, and then I have to, when you come in low and fast, usually there's turbulence, and then you start like wobbling, and then you get like a bit like
Geographically, right?
yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. But those are the two.
Where is Mount Fuji?
But those are the two
Where is
mountains.
Mount Fuji?
But those are the
Japan-
two famous mountains that I know.
Japan and Nepal.
And I know there's K2 as well. It's somewhere in Nepal, in the Himalayas. I think it's the second. It's one of the s-
K2?
Yeah,
Isn't K2 in like New Zealand or somewhere like that?
I think it's the Himalayas. is it?
K2.
Jimmy, pull it up, Jimmy.
K2 is not. K2.
K2 is not in the Himalayas, right?
No,
Is
no,
it? No?
K2 is in
Somewhere else.
Oh.
Wait, K2 is in.
Yeah, but anyway, it's just
Mount Everest is
in the Himalayas.
It is in K2 to Pakistan. I knew it was near India lah.
Pakistan.
All right,
Oh, okay.
close by lah.
It's
Yeah.
the second highest mountain on Earth.
Yeah.
It lies in
That-
the Karakoram range.
When you fly low and fast towards
Near
towards
Kashmir.
Okay, it makes YK2 Karakora. Okay, 2Ks.
yeah.
K2.
Karakora.
That's where you start to get a bit dizzy. You start to lose a bit of consciousness. You start to be tweaking a bit. So yeah, and my nose is doing the flying when it comes in close. That's how I
And
view
then
my
you want to
stripper.
land into the valley.
Yeah, right there. Then once I land, I fall asleep because it's so comfy.
Actually, landing into the valley, that's an extremely apt thing to say when it comes to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh shit! That bitch, is she still alive? What's happening to her?
We don't even know if she's alive.
We don't even know whether she's in prison
Yeah.
or in jail.
And very very in a very apt manner.
Yeah.
I think the New York Times released like some documents or some shit like that
Right.
pertaining to Jeffrey Epstein's death.
Yes.
And Barstool Sports, shout out Barstool Sports, fucking hell, brilliant journalism,
Top notch. 10
Top
10 out of
notch.
10. 10 out of 10.
ripped apart
Yes.
that
Yeah.
fucking article by New York Times
Yeah.
saying fucking how ridiculous can this get? Like, whoa, what the fuck are these people thinking about when they are writing all this shit?
Yeah, of all that we know about the whole Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and the history of their whole fucking nonsense that they've been doing for the past decade or so.
Yeah.
And for New York Times to come out and write this article, right? I mean, this shows that there's a certain agenda going on at the top echelons of
Society.
of society, of media, of politics, or whatever you want to put it. There's something that they know that they do not want the public to know. You know, that they want to keep certain names out of the picture. They want this to just die down. They want it to die with Jeffrey Epstein. That's what that they want to do. But fortunately for us, there are people out there who are not part of the main media who will be like, hey, let's dig deeper. Let's look deeper than this and let's find out the truth. You know.
Yeah, and whenever those people are trying to find out the truth, they get fucking deplatformed.
Yeah.
Or their character gets called into question.
That's why it comes to a point, right, where like when I speak to some people and they don't know what's happening with Jeffrey Epstein or what's happening with Ghislaine Maxwell, it's very, you know, it's very understandable now with how divisive the media is, because when you say to someone, hey, you got to do the research, hey, you got to look into this.
Yeah.
It's not that easy now, actually, with so many platforms. You think that, now that everyone has the internet on their phone. They can go on the internet, pull up Google, look into shit. But when you look into how like tech industries and how they censor certain truths, certain articles.
Access to information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you see that it's not really easy to do research.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
That's very true. And one of the more popular researchers who actually goes into this Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, this whole child pedophilia ring thing, right, is Whitney Webb.
Yeah.
Right? And one thing that was...
Prager's Whitney Webb.
Yeah, Prager's Whitney Webb.
Yeah.
She looks much healthier now. She actually pointed this thing out on a separate video, on a totally different issue, which was about the vaccination and COVID policies and all, with this lawyer, Reinhard Fulmick. She actually went to do research and she found out that Google, so the parent company of YouTube and Google, the search engine and all, Alphabet, right? So they have another wing called Google Ventures, which is a VC part of their company. They have invested into this company called Vaxitech.
Right.
Okay. Which has invested into the research and production for the AstraZeneca vaccine.
Okay.
So any information that is contrary to the mainstream COVID narrative is detrimental for their business plan. Because they have invested money into Vaxitech, which has invested money into AstraZeneca. So if anything that is anti-vaccine gets out there,
right,
that hits their bottom line.
True. And they're going to block it.
So they have so both Google, YouTube, they have been actively censoring all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So that also calls into question, like, who else is involved, which Whitney Webb brought up. So when you dig into loads of things, you find out that there are so many conflicts of interest at play, right? So that brings into question the whole reason why the Ghislaine Maxwell or the Jeffrey Epstein trials or whatever shit, like all the hearings and all, no one knew about shit.
Yeah.
No one had access.
Yeah.
People who want to have access are denied access.
Yeah.
People who are talking about it are denied the day of light. The only thing that mainstream media has put out is the Filthy Rich, the Jeffrey Epstein documentary on Netflix.
Which is a joke.
Which is a cover story.
Yeah.
Which is a cover-up.
To throw all responsibility on Jeffrey Epstein, and it dies there. That's it.
Yeah, it dies there. Yeah. And the only thing, I think the only person that they name and point out is Alex Acosta. Right, the guy from Florida who
the DA,
the DA who eventually became Trump's man.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that was very convenient, right?
At some point, even he said something quite cryptic, right, saying that this is above my pay grade in 2008 when Jeffrey Epstein went off scot-free. Yeah. Even Lex Wexner, they painted him in a very innocent light, saying that, oh, he's been fooled by the charm of Jeffrey Epstein. He didn't know who he was, and he just gave him money.
Which is fucking unbelievable.
He's a billionaire.
That a billionaire
could be fooled by
falls for a guy with like no education.
Yeah,
a charlatan.
I mean,
right.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, imagine becoming a billionaire. You would have at some point to be a charlatan yourself. In order to reach that point.
Yeah.
And when you reach that point, when you look at the younger guy, you'd be like, hey, I know what you're fucking doing. Why would you in any right mind just give him money out of nowhere and not expect anything returned?
Yeah.
Unless there's another force, or you know that this guy is doing something for you in your interest that you want to invest in this person, right?
Yeah, and then with Ghislaine, right, you go back and you look at her connections. Yeah.
I will take over his place.
Yeah. You look at her connections to the British royal family, to Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Right? To the creme de la creme of fucking socialites all around the world. She was lovey-dovey with so many people, like, cozying up with all the elites. And people like, what's his name? Bill Gates. Right? Who has flown on the fucking plane more than 20-something times. Right? And he was trying to, at one point he was, things came out that, he went to the island, don't know how many times and all. And then his wife, it became a big thing during the divorce proceedings, right?
Yeah.
Right? So the wife started renting out some massive estate on an island or an entire island or some shit to live or do a vacation on.
She knows she can never be young enough.
Yeah. So you have these people who are connected to the richest people of the world. Not only are they rich, they're actually powerful as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can sway so much shit because they've got their tentacles around loads of different organizations all around the world. Bill Gates has so many ties to the World Health Organization.
I mean, this
different
is
parts of UN.
It's one of the biggest reason why everyone's hoping that this court case isn't being manipulated, because of all the powerful people she and Epstein have been linked to.
Yeah, no, but then it makes sense that it is not being highlighted then, because there's so many powerful people involved.
Oh yeah.
That it should never be.
That it cannot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't even think cannot lah.
Really?
I don't think cannot. Can is can lah. Is that it should never. In their own eyes, right? So if she comes out and says that, I will testify in open court, finish right? Society will crumble, man.
Yeah.
Right? It will.
Yes. If you find out that the most powerful people on the planet, on the world, these rich people are able to do the things they want to do without any care for law and whatnot.
Yeah.
It will collapse. The thing is that these are something people suspect only. Like with the powerful people, they exert their strength through this way. They get what they want by paying for it. But it's always been just what the layman is like, they can get their way.
Yeah.
But if you ever prove it, you just prove that this is what they are doing and there's nothing you can do about it, pandemonium. This is what the fuck. Then why am I, why the fuck should we care? Let's just, we actually do have the power to take them down. You just don't have to use their things. You just have, pandemonium it's probably just putting it in a lighter way lah. That if you actually, you display it for the public to see, right? It could just crash, crash, not say destroy society lah, but maybe aggravate it.
It will eventually. I have a feeling that it will destroy society because everything will start crumbling, right?
It will.
So you have people who might be involved in this, who are actually now running the world. And if they are implicated in it, right, what the fuck is going to happen?
Yeah. I mean,
So all
they
these
don't
people
leave
now
a-
have to
they don't leave
fucking
us a
relinquish
choice.
their positions. And now they have to be investigated or they will be facing charges.
Right.
Right?
The question is that will
So
they?
everything would no. If everything comes out into the
No.
open, so the system would be forced to do something about it, right? Because there will be insurmountable pressure. I feel that there would be pressure
Right.
if everything comes out. If
an-
everything comes out,
An
assuming.
example would be okay. Let's get two examples. Let's not examples are hypotheticals. Let's say somehow or other it gets proven Prince Andrew was definitely involved, and Bill Gates. Oof. The repercussion of that would be the English.
Oh, dude, even more than that, man.
I mean,
No, but he's just saying for example.
let's just say like
Just
somehow
these two people.
just
lah.
these two lah.
Right.
Let's just because that's the British monarchy. That's one thing that puts them under more scrutiny.
Yeah.
Then because this one is confirmed, proved already lah. Prince Andrew's been involved in that one, and the way he spoke about it, the way is,
Yeah.
and then Bill Gates, this guy he's one of the most influential people since the 90s,
Yeah.
80s,
Someone
or 90s,
who's trying to shape the world
yeah,
Right.
who
in his own vision, right?
donated half his wealth and what not to
That's questionable.
because we all know
When
that
billionaires donate their wealth, it's usually to evade taxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's never altruism that drives.
When
the-
they
the-
start
the
the
donation.
charity foundation, look into who are the board directors.
Yeah.
You wanna
Yeah.
test whether charity
Is any one of them related to the fucking
Yeah.
founder?
But if you really wanna test charity, and I'm not asking to do it lah, but if you wanna really test it, you just text charity. You see who wants to do it. Nobody will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point to text it. I'm not
Well,
asking
the
to do it.
best charity is Bruce Wayne. Use his money and power for the greater good
Yeah. To
by
give,
bashing the face
to
of
give
villains.
himself a really cool suit,
Yes.
to buy his really cool gadgets,
Yes.
and go around
But
beat.
Bruce Wayne, in essence, is just a vigilante.
Yeah, and,
It is.
and beat
Right?
people.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
would you-
that's not charity.
that's not.
Yeah, but he takes
This
away
is
crime.
It's an
He
outlet.
beats crime
it's an
with his
outlet.
fists.
It's an outlet.
It's an
Yeah.
outlet. It's
And
it's
I'm
revenge.
I'm so fucking excited for the Batman, dude. It looks fucking amazing. Wow, from the trailers, it looks fucking
But
amazing.
while you're looking forward to Batman,
Yes.
it's another bat soup that the entire world is being worried about
Oh.
in South Africa.
Right. Damn. Do they even have bats in South Africa though?
No,
How
see,
this
once
how did
again-
this new strain came about?
once again, I think it's the power of the way media phrases their words. They say new strain from South Africa. or so- But actually, the South African labs detected it first.
Right.
Like so, and then suddenly
The new
everyone's like,
strain.
"Oh shit, it's coming from South
Yeah.
Africa." It's not-
Is the new strain titled the Mandela strain?
no, it
No.
should have. Huh?
Oh shit.
No, but no,
The Mandela.
that would be a little bit too.
A homage to one of the greatest leaders.
Yeah, but-
by saying that you're deadly.
Yeah. But you
But see, that itself is based on false premises.
no, but the other thing
Mm.
is that he brought up a very good thing before that, because in South Africa there's a is that a lawsuit?
Yeah.
So there's a lawsuit going on, and what was it for?
So it's a constitutional challenge. It was rejected in a lower court. So it's quite interesting if people want to go and find out. It's Ricardo Marman and the South African government, right? So he brought up a case asking the South African government, so the president of South Africa, to come forward and provide proof that there's a purified virus that is consistent with whatever the government is putting measures like safe distancing lah, fucking lockdowns, vaccine mandates, whatever. Justify it by showing us that there's a purified virus that you guys, like your National Center for Infectious Diseases, NCID South Africa, that you guys have studied and everything. You guys have made sure that it has been verified. Can you please show us the virus? So he has a website called showusthevirus.com or some shit like that. And he actually went to the lower courts and put up filed a case. That entire case was stretched and the government did not want to cooperate. They did not want to submit anything. They said that we don't have it. We don't need to show you anything. We can't show you. It's it's a matter of security. Then after that, they changed the tune that we don't even have to show you. So it kept like moving. And then the court said that, yeah, we will dismiss the case. But then the court said, when the public prosecutors asked for damages in terms, that means they said that cost has to be paid for by them, because they brought up the case and they wasted our time. The judge said no.
Wow.
Because it's a matter of national interest.
Wow. What the fuck?
Okay? Right? So now they are bringing it up to the constitutional courts, which is a higher court, and they are trying to make a constitutional challenge, saying that if you are going to bring up all these measures, you need to prove that there's something damaging or dangerous that needs your measures to be put into effect. And so nicely, this new strain shit comes out from that region.
Right.
Omicron.
Yeah.
Right.
Even in it's affecting football as well. In Portugal, I was just reading the news, saying that I don't know what fuck club this is. I can't remember the name of it, but apparently they feel like 9 players, because 17 of the players and staff has been supposedly infected by this
The
new
new
strain.
variants.
Okay.
And that's the thing, the variants have been detected in other countries. I mean, also in South Africa, but it didn't originate from there. It's just that South Africa happened to detect it.
But
And then
you see,
again
the
to
whole
your-
idea of variance is different thing, but I'll address one thing first.
Mm.
So the country of Portugal, there is a court ruling, right? So 3 judges sat on a case where there were German holiday makers, right?
Mm.
So they came into Portugal and they were set to quarantine. So they were like, you take the test and you quarantine. And they were like, fuck, we came into the country for a holiday, now we are being forced into a hotel room.
Mm.
So they were not happy. They tried bringing it up, and then in court, the judges actually looked at the arguments and said that, yeah, the PCR test is not valid.
Wow. So what test are they doing?
So the judges looked at the scientific material that was put forth in front of them and said that, yeah,
Yeah.
the plaintiffs here who have appealed the case, they make a really valid point that there is no scientific basis for this test to be used to diagnose something, because there's no diagnostic specificity. That means it doesn't say that anyone is sick,
Right.
right? So you're just looking at RNA fragments using primers, and then you're telling that people are infected with a disease, but in the matter of fact, there's no way that the PCR technique would ever say that someone is ill.
Right.
It just says that it has picked up a certain segment of an RNA fragment, right? And the judgment was lambasted by most of their own Portuguese media outlets,
Wow.
because the government didn't want that. The government was totally in step. They wanted to lock everything down.
Right.
Right. But the judges looked at the material that was given to them.
Yeah.
So they had no option but to like read and review.
Mm.
And when they reviewed it, they were like, yeah, doesn't make sense. Same thing in Austria. So the country that is now mandating vaccines, so by February, 1st of February, if I'm not wrong, 2022, Austria, everyone has to be vaccinated.
Ooh, who's the great Austrian dictator that came from there?
Mr. Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the thing. So there have been
Mandating vaccines.
there have been massive protests
Right.
in Austria. Rotterdam was burning in Netherlands.
Right.
Right? Australia, all throughout Australia, all the big, massive metro cities have been seeing uptick, more tens of thousands, 100,000 people protesting.
Right.
No picture, no sound.
None of this in the media.
Yeah,
Right.
our Singapore media outlets not covering anything.
Right.
Right? So it's very weird.
Mm.
Right? Coming back to the whole thing about the variants, right? what this guy, Dr. Thomas Cohen, he said this, and I find it very, very like, wow, it hits straight at the point. It's not a pandemic of a disease or virus. It's a pandemic of people who don't want to think, who don't want to question things.
Right.
They're just taking everything that has been given to them. Yeah, I accept, I do. So the whole thing about variants, right, is that this whole coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 thing has been assembled by a computer.
Yeah. See, but here's the thing though. Like when you see like a group of people who don't want to think, right? But how are they going to think when the very information or source of information they're going to get is already biased? You know, like how are they going to find the alternative viewpoint if there's no one who's out of that bias cycle of garbage is going to point them to the way of saying, hey, check this out? Because in order to get to that point, right, you can't go through like Google, YouTube, and get to that.
Yeah.
You know, so it becomes like a catch-22.
Yeah, but there are alternative platforms, right? There's DuckDuckGo, there's Odyssey, there's BitChute.
I didn't even know about DuckDuckGo until you tell me about it.
Really? Yeah.
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 You know, so this is the whole bubble. You know, we come to a like when the like now you look at it like, oh, like information is so easy to get information, you know, like information is widespread. We talk about like what fucking internet 4.0, the metaverse and all that. But as we get bigger and
4.0
bigger,
or 3.0?
4.0, industry 4.0.
That one, industry. Yeah,
Where they're
industrial
gonna merge
fourth industrial revolution.
Yeah, but they're going to merge the
Yeah, yeah,
digital industry with like the metaverse and everything.
And the AI, yeah.
Yeah, and AI and whole cryptocurrency and all that shit. And then like, oh, everyone's going to have access to everything. But that's not really
Not
the
even
case, though.
cryptocurrency, yeah.
NFT or whatever.
No, it's digitalized currency. Cryptocurrencies are they are a bad thing for for governments
Because it's
it's decentralized.
decentralized.
Yeah.
So-
Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all bad.
Right. So I guess what NFTs lah in that sense.
And NFT you can do with anything.
Yeah.
NFT is just like personal contracts, right?
I've been doing pretty good with crypto.com.
Yeah.
With CRO. Yeah, it's pretty good. Dude, fucking like more than like 60-70% in like 2 weeks. Whew! Making some money with my $100
Shiba Inu.
investment.
The Shiba Inu. The
Yeah, I pumped in like 60. I shouldn't say the amount lah. Well, fuck it lah. $60. It's not much. Yeah, if it's 60 grand, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but for $60, you would have gotten almost 1 million tokens. If it's a
If I invested like a year ago.
no, which coin? Which token?
Shiba Inu.
Yeah, now it's what? Now it's like 5.1, 5.2 after four zeros.
No, I said I just pumped in like $50 just for.
Yeah lah, I'm talking about the tokens.
Okay, right.
Just for
right.
shits and giggles.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles.
Crypto.com getting
Yeah.
a lot of advertisement. Even
Hey,
Mark,
use my reference.
They are
even Matt Damon's on it.
Hey, use my.
yeah, they have taken over the stadium name of Staples Center. So now it's Crypto.com Center.
Yeah. Hey, use my reference. My reference key so that
Referral.
Tell them.
referral key
Tell them.
so that you can get $25.
You get an audience
So
there.
both of us can get $25.
I recommend CoinHeco.
But yeah, I don't know. But no, crypto.com is local, no? Right?
Yeah, but they didn't give me an account immediately.
Oh,
They tell like, oh, you need more shit and all. Then I give them more shit. They still didn't reply to me. I was like, fuck off.
huh?
What shit?
But this was like more than a year ago.
Hey, I send you my referral. Can you log on?
I use Coinbase, CoinHeco, and Blockchain.com.
I also use CoinHeco, but yeah.
No,
Just
I got Blockchain.com.
Just sign on so that I can get extra $25.
No.
So okay, I can invest in CRO.
Oh, I just need to sign on. I don't need to buy shit.
No need.
Okay, I'll help you.
Yeah. Then I get $25.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll sign on later.
Yeah. No, anyway, going back to the whole thing, yeah. So like how fast we're expanding does not mean the expansion of knowledge for the individual as well, because the tighter I feel it becomes to the spreading of proper information, and the more biased information becomes for the masses.
The thing is,
You
you have to define what proper information is.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
unbiased
but-
information.
Yeah, but
unbiased information.
That's valid. That's valid. What you were saying about being stuck in a bubble, that's valid.
Yeah.
Whether you are getting all the information, that's also valid. So there are multiple factors, right? So the 2 points you made, plus another one, which is people who don't want to believe anything else,
Right.
right? That's another one. Then you have one where people who already have made up something, and then you share information with them, they still go up and then they'll search that thing, and then they'll put the word debunk after that.
Right.
Right? And then
Yeah.
when they see a link saying that what this person debunked, okay, good enough. Then there'll
Right.
be the next level where they will watch the thing or they'll read the article, and then they don't know shit, but then you're like, oh, this person said it already, debunked already.
Yeah.
So it's like don't know how many levels of it,
Yeah.
and by the time you go into it and read all the nuance or find out what is actually going on, right, it's then hard to convince anyone.
Yeah, then there's also with the whole COVID thing, like there's also the biasness, like if you're in the medical field, then you feel like you personally are being attacked, because if
Yeah.
someone says that whatever that you believed in or whatever like is false has been attacked. Because I personally know someone who, like, I've shared with like this person about like JFK and 9/11.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wow, fuck, like, like this shit is happening,
Yeah.
So they're very open to that kind of quote and unquote conspiracy. But when you talk about COVID, suddenly it becomes personal because that said person is in the medical.
Yeah, I mean,
field.
because you're personally involved, but
Yeah, so you feel I think they feel that they are personally invested in that, even though they are not in virology, for example.
Yeah.
It might be in completely different fields, but because it falls under the whole like medical realm, they feel that, oh, you're attacking me personally. When in fact it's not. It's quite the opposite.
I mean, it's because it's by relation. Like when you say something like that, they feel they have to defend. You have to defend it.
Yeah,
Because
but actually they aren't the ones who are supposed to defend it at all, because they are just following a chart.
But the
WHO says that this illness has to be treated this XYZ way.
But when you because you had to go through, like, they had to suffer through the testing and all that kind of, so they might feel personally involved.
but see, then it's just their feelings that have obscured the truth or facts.
But no, you can. I mean, it's hard to see it from that way. What? It's because
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hard to
if
see
you're
from that way.
invested in it in that manner, so you're emotionally invested in it, and then you don't want anyone to say
But it's
anything
also-
negative about it.
But it's also hard to see, even not from the emotional side, because this is something they've been studying, like they've been taught. You know,
This goes back to 1600 pre-Galileo, when the church says that
So
the earth,
so
everything revolves around the
this
earth.
is something you've been taught,
And then you have at that point a maverick who says that
when it,
actually maybe not.
yeah, but it's been deeply embedded. Like it's something
Yeah.
you've been taught, something you've gained your degree in, something you've been researching and all that. Someone questions your entire purpose. Like it seems like it's not that like no one
Yeah.
questions. You just question this thing, but it tends to spill over. It could spill over. I'm not saying it does. It just spills over. It's like if you've done your entire life, feeling one thing, and then someone comes in and questions it or tries to debunk it, you just feel you can't help but feel attacked lah.
Yeah, but whether you feel attacked or not, that doesn't change the facts.
I mean, but it's
Right.
it's harsh. It's hard lah.
Well,
But you can understand why. You can
No,
understand.
I am not saying that. I understand why they would
yeah,
feel
yeah.
that
So
way.
that's the thing.
But
At
that
least you
doesn't
can
make them
understand
right.
Yeah,
That's
no.
Yeah.
I'm straight. I'm not saying that right.
Yeah.
That's why I draw. I'm just saying that this is where the resistance comes from. It could come from.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm not doubting that.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting that at all.
And
But
that's why.
whether their resistance is valid or not, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's not valid because your emotional take on it, right, has no bearing on the suffering of the entire world. Where the entire world's economy is at a standstill,
Yeah.
right? Your freedom to move around has been cut away.
That's why, on that
Yeah.
sense, you need to come up with. I mean, from the opposing point, I guess to convince someone from that end, it has to be spectacular, something undeniable.
No, but then it goes back to what Josie was saying, where whatever information to the contrary of what is mainstream has been censored, and it's not allowed even to see the day, the light of day.
Yeah, because
then how are you going to do it?
It doesn't help when you're saying that, hey, go check this person out on Odyssey.com. The layperson be like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, okay.
Is that legit? Because
Hey, why not on YouTube? That means it's not fake news.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like on DuckDuckGo, it's like what is that? Like why is it not on Google?
But I have to.
Google is the main source of information, isn't it? Because everyone uses Google. So by that very essence of
Like people-
of taking it off the main platform,
Yeah.
immediately you say that, oh, these people are alternative viewpoint, because you really established that the main source of information should come from ABCD. That's it.
But I have to. Okay, I'm not to. Hopefully not throw this too far off. Let's just say there was no vaccine. That there is no vaccine. How else could this turn out?
I think
Oh, it's no vaccine.
Like, what if there's no not say
if there's no vaccine,
no
right,
introduction of the vaccine,
then we have to admit that aliens have been in control of humanity since the beginning of
I mean,
civilization.
I'm not saying that. I'm just like
I
saying.
think-
No.
What would the? What
I
would
think
the,
I think then we have to
No,
admit that.
wait.
Yeah.
Are you saying if there's no vaccine or if there's no virus?
no like let's okay, maybe not even no virus lah. Because the virus part, they already established that there is, they try to establish there's a virus, COVID. But let's say their solution isn't the vaccine. What else could it have been? What other stance could they take apart from there is no virus?
No, but you see, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea of the virus itself is in doubt by multiple sources, right? So you have people who have been looking at
So
the
you're
patent
saying
records.
you're saying the virus validates the vaccine.
Of course,
Of course, yeah.
if you accept the virus, if you accept the existence of a virus,
so the only
any idea of a treatment
For-
would be accepted because you are already in fear that something is going to kill you, is going to kill your livelihood, is going to destroy humanity.
So
Any form of treatment would be accepted.
lah.
Right. So whether it's a pill, it's a vaccine, it's an IV drip,
So,
whatever it is, would be
but
accepted.
let's just say, like, if the virus existed, the only solution for it, or one of the solutions for it, would be the vaccine, lah. Or
If the virus existed,
Mhm.
then you would have to do studies and see how it affects a human being.
yeah, okay. So if the virus existed and they did the studies and they found out that the vaccine is that they will find, would the natural conclusion be that the vaccine would be the solution?
You wouldn't know. You would have to do studies to find that out.
Oh,
So your studies have to show you unequivocal proof that this is the only way we are going to do combat it.
so for now, let's just say now, lah, because now we're at the vaccine phase. Have they proven that?
No.
Have they proven that the vaccine
So,
is the way to go?
Whitney Webb,
Mhm.
right? In
Yeah.
the Tim Dillon podcast, the
Yeah.
special one, she actually brought out that Moderna
Mm-hmm.
gave a sample of so-called vaccine samples
Mm-hmm.
to NIH, so
Mhm.
the National Institute of Health in America. And that was not the sample that was meant for commercial production.
So it's something else, something completely
else.
different. Yeah.
Something completely different from their commercial production phase. And that was accepted by one of their executives. So what the fuck is happening? So what was tested on by the Faucis of the world were not what was administered to the people of the world.
Yeah. So that's a major red flag, lah, basically.
And then now
Yeah.
you've got information coming out about the efficacy of the virus thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's absolute effective rate and relative effective rate or some shit like that, right?
I
So yeah,
I'm with
if
him.
you were to read the thing
Yeah.
and then you realize that, oh my shit, holy god,
Yeah.
there's stats and then there's lies, right? But fuck, how they manipulated it is beyond anything. So it's just people. Yeah, but you see, the lay person will have this simple excuse, right?
Yeah.
I don't have time to go and read all this.
Well,
Right.
okay, no,
Right? I
Yeah.
don't
no,
have time.
I think-
yeah.
Right?
For me, it's just I want the world to get back to normal. If I were to take up a gun and stand in front of fucking
Shoot the
BMW
vaccine.
performance motors to keep the fucking protesters off, I might or might not be have to fire a shot or two.
Where are you
into-
going to find the gun first?
Oh, Malaysia, truly Asia.
3D
I'm
printer.
gonna find a
3D
gun. I'm
3D
gonna
printer.
you know. Sometimes you got just
You need to apply for a VTL first.
yeah.
And you still have to
Oh,
take
but-
ART.
Huh?
Still have to take ART.
Oh, I got ART packs at home.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Can
I'm,
also.
I'm all set.
No,
I'm all
cannot.
set.
That one you must do PET.
Ah.
Oh fuck! So much trouble. Fuck it lah. Yeah.
So
And
you
you
must
just
be a
stay home.
citizen of the country.
He already gave up. He already gave up.
I really give up. Given up on being
No,
a Singapore hero.
The no, I'm not trying to make a point. I'm just saying that if there was a virus, like the virus established, right? One of the main ways of trying to treat it is through a vaccine. Yeah, that's how they treated the ones in the past, lah.
No.
No,
Name me one.
measles and the rest. No, am I wrong?
The fucking measles,
Smallpox.
them all. Smallpox, where got?
Smallpox got what? Didn't they have a vaccine for it? Am I wrong?
I bought Virus Mania, but I
Mhm.
haven't read it yet
I wouldn't know.
because I'm finishing
I'm
three
just-
books at the moment. So,
I'm
from,
relying you
from
guys to-
2003,
Yeah.
you had SARS, first one,
there's no vaccine for that.
no vaccine for that. H1N1, no
No.
vaccine for that. H5N1, no vaccine for that. Zika, no vaccine for that. Ebola, no vaccine for that.
yeah.
Mad cow's disease, no vaccine for that.
Dengue.
Dengue, nothing for that.
Mm.
No treatment whatsoever for dengue, right? Chikungunya, nothing for that.
Apparently,
Zika?
ivermectin can treat dengue.
Zika.
Yeah, because it's parasitical.
Yeah, Zika.
Nothing.
So
So for none of for
Polio?
all of these,
what's polio?
polio is a vaccine, but actually polio is
No, what's polio? Like polio, is it a virus? No, right?
it claimed to be a virus, but it's actually not. That it's a what do you call that? It's a poisoning from this substance called DDT.
DDT, like the WWE one.
Yeah, yeah. But it's actually something that's used for what do you call
Cleaning.
that? Fertilizer is a fertilizer.
What, for fruits and crops?
Yes, for crops. Yeah. So during harvest period, people all came down with polio.
No, but what I'm asking is for virus, right? There is a treatment for the virus, which is is there a treatment for virus?
No,
Dude, I think we should
Yeah,
find some way to end this.
No, we're gonna end it soon.
I'll go take a pee.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to end it now because for a virus, right, there is no treatment for it. The only real solution for a virus, like, when there's a virus out there, is usually the vaccine, the implementation of the vaccine.
Right.
But that's because there's money in it.
Yeah, so that's the problem, lah.
Okay.
But in this case, for COVID, right, the natural state of it would be to be the vaccine,
Right.
if they can prove the virus exists.
Right.
And so far, the virus exists only on paper. I think. We don't
From
have
the
we don't have the actual fact checker here.
yeah.
So what if we just tore up the paper?
We could turn the white paper into a black paper by
We
burning
could
it.
burn it. But
Yeah.
I think we've worn out the rest of the world from hearing about the virus. We are just wondering why Ghislaine isn't on camera.
Yeah. I
Is
think,
she even alive? I don't want her to end up as strangling herself for no reason again.
I think it goes back to my initial proposition. I think we should all be heroes of the world.
Mhm.
We should all there's gunfire in the distance. Damn. We should all be heroes of the world. We should all be heroes of our country. We should all take up arms to protect the very foundations of democracy. And follow Lots of Lobang on patreon.com.
Wow, so,
Lots of Lobang.
so you were
For
trying
more.
you were trying to find a whole roundabout way to ask them to follow us.
Yeah, because we are the patriots. We are the defenders of democracy. We are the followers of truth.
And we are the proof that as you consume alcohol, the more
Yeah.
coherent you might get.
The more coherent you are, and always look at the problem from all sides of the situation,
Correct.
if that makes sense.
I don't know.
that might not make sense.
We don't know.
Anyway, check us out. Patreon.com/Lords of Lobang. Subscribe to us for $2 a month and have exclusive content to Breaking Wind.
Are we supposed to say like and subscribe?
Like and subscribe. Search us on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, whatsoever.
Where do you put the like button?
There.
Because YouTube is gonna remove the
Boom.
dislike. YouTube is gonna remove the dislike button soon.
No, they're not going to remove that.
Are they not?
Demon's back. Ciao.
Like button here. Right here. I'm gonna put my hand there.